Rockingham County woman who's been missing for 24 years has been found alive and well. Michele Hundley Smith disappeared while Christmas shopping back in 2001. While she's safe tonight, deputies say she doesn't want anyone to know where she is. All we know is that she was found in North Carolina. As you can imagine, this is a major development for Smith's family that spent more than 2 decades looking for her. WFMY News 2's Christina Dillon talked to one of her cousins about the moment she learned Michele was alive.
For decades, Barbara Bird held on to a feeling that her cousin Michele was still out there. Tonight, after 24 years of questions, she can finally say it out loud.
In February 2026, a name absent from public headlines for nearly a quarter of a century resurfaced. Michele Hundley Smith had been missing since 2001. For 24 years, there were no confirmed sightings, no verified communication, no official closure. Then, authorities located her. She was alive. And within days of that discovery, she was arrested, not for homicide, not for fraud, not for staging a disappearance, but on an outstanding driving while intoxicated warrant issued weeks before she vanished in 2001. How does someone disappear for nearly 24 years and reappear because of a decades-old traffic-related warrant? This is not a murder investigation. It is not a cold case solved by forensic science. It is something far less common, a missing persons case that ended with rediscovery, not tragedy. To understand February 2026, we return to 2001. Public reporting describes Michele Hundley Smith as a mother of 3. At the time of her disappearance, there was no verified public record indicating involvement in significant criminal proceedings beyond what would later be identified as a DWI-related matter. Weeks before she was reported missing, court documentation confirmed that a warrant had been issued in connection to a driving while intoxicated charge. Then she disappeared. Precise public details surrounding her last confirmed sighting remain limited. There were no widely reported signs of violence, no homicide investigation, no official declaration of death. What is documented is that she was eventually reported missing. When a parent disappears, the impact radiates outward. Family members search first. Phone calls are made. Friends are contacted. Workplaces are checked. At some point, law enforcement becomes involved. A missing persons report typically triggers entry into law enforcement databases, outreach to known associates, cross-checking hospitals and unidentified persons. No public evidence of foul play was identified at that time. Instead, there was silence.
In many jurisdictions, certain warrants do not expire simply because time passes. Unless resolved or formally dismissed, they remain attached to a person's name within criminal justice databases. A warrant can remain dormant for years, invisible in daily life, but fully enforceable the moment law enforcement encounters the individual. The DWI warrant issued in 2001 remained active for over 2 decades. As months turned into years, the missing persons case transitioned from active inquiry to unresolved absence. Missing persons cases without clear criminal indicators can become administratively dormant, but they remain open in systems. The warrant did not disappear, even if she did.
From 2001 to 2026, there were no confirmed public updates about Michele Hundley Smith's whereabouts. Her children grew older. Birthdays passed. Holidays passed. Private conversations likely carried unanswered questions. Was she alive? Had she chosen to leave? Had something happened that authorities never uncovered? Those questions remained unanswered in public records. In 2001, smartphones were not universal. Social media was limited. Interagency data systems were less integrated. Over 2 decades, identification systems evolved. Biometric databases expanded. Cross-jurisdiction data sharing improved. Digital records became interconnected. It is not publicly detailed how she was identified in February 2026. Possibilities include routine identification check, traffic stop, administrative record reconciliation, database crossmatch. What is confirmed, the warrant was still active and it was executed. In February 2026, authorities located Michele Hundley Smith. She was found alive. She was arrested on the outstanding DWI warrant issued in 2001. The arrest was tied not to her disappearance, but to an unresolved charge that predated it. Legally, the implications are procedural. A DWI charge can involve court hearings, fines, license suspension, probation. The passage of time complicates certain aspects, but does not necessarily invalidate the warrant. When a missing person case ends with confirmation of life rather than death, the emotional narrative shifts. Relief may coexist with confusion. Closure may feel incomplete. Her children are now adults. Reunions in long-term missing person cases are rarely simple. The rediscovery confirms life. It does not automatically answer the years in between. Where was she? Did she adopt another identity? Was the separation voluntary? Without official disclosure, those details remain private, and perhaps that privacy is appropriate. A mother of 3 disappeared in 2001. A DWI warrant was issued weeks before that disappearance. For nearly 24 years, there were no confirmed public updates. In February 2026, she was found alive. She was arrested on that outstanding DWI warrant issued in 2001. The legal process will proceed. The personal story may unfold privately. The missing person file, in one critical sense, is no longer open-ended. She was found. Time passed. Records remained, identity resurfaced, and the absence ended.